Hi there, this is Anne Barron in my studio in Shetland. Just wanted to talk to you today about using pastels and the equipment that you would use with pastels. I'm just going to come in to show you a little close-up of my painting of Aspen. That was done mainly using pastel chalks, and also that goes the same for my painting of Turk, which I renamed 50 Shades of White. Here is a print actually from a painting I did quite some time ago using nothing but pastel pencils, and that was done on pastel velour card, or velour, however you pronounce it, but with the pastel pencils it does give a wonderful finish. My current favourite paper is Claire Fontaine's Pastel Mat, which you can see here. You know, it's a really superb paper. Has a soft finish to it, not very kind of sandpapery, and yet it holds the pastel beautifully. It comes in a variety of colours, and interleaved you'll also find glassine paper comes in between each coloured sheet of paper that you're working on, and that helps to protect the paintings while you're actually still working on them, or in between having finished a painting and getting it framed. The glassine paper is really useful. Here you'll see my wonderful box of Stabilo, Carbothello pastel pencils, and I've got more and more colours than I can hold in this box. You can see a bit of a jumble of colours underneath. It's not really so much like paints as in watercolours, acrylics, etc., where you only need 2 or 3 colours. I think, you know, with pastels you do need a larger variety of colours. You can mix the colours, of course, and I mix the colours actually on the paper, but it is really useful to have, you know, the colours that you use regularly. And as you can see there, I've got quite a few white pencils, because I use white a good deal, and I'll talk about that in another video clip. You'll also see to the left here I have white tack, which you can use for or blue tack at the other side there, which you can use for pressing and lifting to remove pastel. So a very good way of rubbing out pastel without actually rubbing as such. It doesn't disturb the paper too much. I've got lots of small little stubs of pencils which might still come in handy, especially if you treat yourself to a pencil extender. Here I have a Derwent pencil extender, which is really useful for these small stubs of pencils that are left. I've already shown you how to sharpen the pencil, so I would have a craft knife handy. Scalpel type craft knife is my preference, but any good sharp blade, if you want to use one where you replace the blade regularly on the same handle, that's fine. You need your emery boards for keeping the point sharp. I use a colour shaper which has a sort of rubber end to it, and you know, it's a great way of actually moving the pastel around, making marks in the pastel, blending. You can get the colour shapers with all sorts of different shapes on the end, so you can get sort of chubbier, flatter ended ones that are good for blending. A useful tool, and also a couple of different weights of paper torchon, and they again are great for blending and moving the pastel around. White tack, as I said, I use that for cleaning around the edges of the painting, and also for lifting if I've got too much pastel on, or if I've made a mistake, and so that's useful. And of course, ubiquitous kitchen towel that you need for cleaning your hands, because pastels are a dirty job really, partly why I love them, but pastel pencils are a lot cleaner than pastel chalks, so you won't need it as much as you would for pastel chalks, but really useful to have. So that would be the basics. A drawing board. I use framers tape, which you can probably see hanging up there on the top of my easel. I always have some handy. I use that to put the paper onto a drawing board, and so that you've always got a clean edge. And then you're away to go, and we will start on another video, and I'll show you how I would start a painting using pastels.